I love baseball, but it's not just the thrill of throwing and hitting a ball. It's because within the game lies the miniature version of life itself. On the diamond mound, when a pitcher takes breath and winds up for a single pitch, and the batter prepares to meet that pitch with his all might. It's not just sports. In that moment of tension and focus, we witnessed the dream of failure and triumph, the spirit of perseverance and patience, and a glimpse into the very essence of a human life. That's why back in 2016, I stayed up all night watching Oh Seung-han, Korea's final boss, fiercely throwing baseball against the towering Western batters as the close for the St. Louis Cardinals in Major League Baseball. Each pitch was a duel, and I was mesmerized. But there is just something curious. Have you heard the phrase, when the Cardinals hit the home run, the bells of St. Peter's Basilica rings in the Vatican? Why would a Major League Baseball team based in Missouri, USA, have such extraordinary connection to the heart of Roman Catholicism? Let's unpack that. During papal mass in St. Peter's Basilica, crowd filled the square and the subtle rings of a bell grows loud as the sacred ceremony begins. Accompanied by majestic organ music, a procession of clothes emerges from the grand basilica. At the front, incense bearer lead the way, followed by a solemn line of cardinals, Catholic clothes dressed in brilliant scarlet vestment embroidered with gold. These cardinals are not just decorative figures. They are the highest ranking officials in Catholic Church under the Pope, and their presence at the altar symbolizes the global unity of Catholicism. Their red vestments stand out starkly against the white robes of other colors. Red not just for visibility, but because in Christian tradition, red symbolized sacrifice, martyrdom, passion, and divine authority. The bold color is a decoration. The cardinal is ready to shed blood for their church. This hue is known as a cardinal red. So what does the word cardinal mean? The term comes from Latin word card, which originally meant hinge or pivot, the central axis on which something turns. From this root came the Latin proverb, Omnia, cardine, vertitur. Everything turns on the hinge. And so cardinal became summum essential, summum at the pivot point. In the Catholic Church, cardinals are the hinges upon which the church opens and closes, both literally and spiritually. Interestingly, this role has an analog in Chinese history. During Tang Dynasty, the Chumiran was a sacred adversary body to the emperor. As this council evolved into a powerful administrative force, a few core officials who had the emperor's closest trust were referred to as the pivot officials, or Chugigyeong in Korean, echoing the role of Catholic cardinals. This likely influenced the Jesuit missionary Mateo Ricci's decision to translate the term cardinal as Chugigyeong in Korean and Chinese Christian texts. Now back to baseball. In Major League Baseball, there is a legendary team called the St. Louis Cardinals. But don't be fooled. This team did not start off with their name. Founded in 1882, they were originally called the St. Louis Brown Stockings, named for their brown uniforms. This was a common naming trend at the time, just like Chicago White Stockings, now the Cubs, and the Boston Red Stockings, now the Red Sox. In 1899, the team debuted new uniforms with red accent and striped designs. A fan commented in a newspaper interview, "That's a lovely cardinal shade of red." The remark caught on. By 1900, the team officially changed its name to the St. Louis Cardinals, inspired not by colors, but by color. Fast forward in 1922, a fan sent a team a charming postcard featuring two bright red birds perched on the baseball bat. The team's general manager was so taken by this image that it became the team's official logo. Thus was born the iconic insignia of two cardinal birds, vivid, red, lively, and full of personality, sitting atop a bat. But what exactly is a cardinal bird? The northern cardinal is the striking bird native to Northern America, easily recognizable by its brilliant red plumage and melody call. European settlers in the 17th century, many of them devoted Christians, saw in the bird vivid feathers a reflection of Catholic cardinals' red robes. The name Starks, naturalist Mark Catesby formally documented the bird as a cardinal in 1731, sealing its place in ornithological history. Thus the word cardinal, born from Latin hinge, adopted by church, worn as a vestment, spotted in the forest and painted onto a baseball jersey, has become a symbol of centrality, sacrifice, identity, and unity. It's no coincidence that the cities of St. Louis, its strong French Catholic roots, embraced this symbolism so fully. The team's fiery red uniforms, the cardinal bird mascot, and the sacred etymology of the name all blend into one powerful identity. And perhaps that's why people joke, yet somehow believe that when the Cardinals hit a home run, the bells of Vatican rings. It's not just wit. It's a poetic echo of a team that has won the World Series 11 times, second only to the Yankees, carrying a legacy as rich and symbolic as any cathedral. So the next time the Cardinals win it all, maybe Pope Leo will send a message that reads, "Habemus champion." We have a new champion.